You're watching NFL Daily Brief, top football headlines made simple. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Here are the brief highlights of today's top stories. Clay makes his NFL season forecast, picking the best defenses, top defenses and Super Bowl winner. Sources: Cowboys, Bland reach $92 million extension. Sources: Vikes optimistic WR Nailor OK for MNF. Panthers bring back Renfrow, place Coker on IR. Jordan, champion with Alabama, Cowboys, dies. Drama, resolved, Parsons thrilled for fresh start. Titans Ridley, ban made me mentally stronger. Patriots move on from veteran safety Peppers. Dolphins OLB coach arrested on battery charge. Bold predictions, surprises for all 32 teams. 2025 Fantasy Football Draft Guide, rankings, mock drafts and analysis. PPR rankings for Week 1. Chasing history. Can Derrick Henry run past 7 Hall of Famers to reach top 10 all-time? Why the Cowboys love spring football, and how it pays off in the fall. Guide to the NFL's rookie class, who is flying under the radar. Who will win OROY, DROY? Let's predict the draft. Keepers 10 preseason takes, including why all eyes are on Penn State. 4 questions in the Micah Parsons trade aftermath. Why in the world would Dallas do this? A silver lining in Micah Parsons' trade for coach Brian Schottenheimer? We picked X factors for all 32 teams, who could be a difference maker this season. Debunking your favorite NFL officiating conspiracy theories. Now, let's dive deeper into the details. Week 1 of the 2025 National Football League season is approaching.
Predictions and projections are a great way to manage expectations for the upcoming season.
The 49ers had the easiest projected schedule due to their last-place finish in the National Football Conference West.
They avoided playing any of the Super Bowl favorites and have favorable matchups against weaker teams.
The Lions have the toughest schedule, facing strong teams in their division and other conferences.
The Bills are projected to be the highest-scoring team, with Josh Allen leading a strong offense.
The Browns are projected to be the lowest-scoring team, with uncertainty at the quarterback position.
The Texans are projected to have the best defense, returning key players from a successful unit.
The Cowboys are projected to have the worst defense, especially after trading Micah Parsons.
The Ravens are predicted to win Super Bowl 60, with a strong roster led by Lamar Jackson.
The Lions are also expected to contend, reaching their first Super Bowl in franchise history.
The article also includes offensive and defensive unit grade rankings for all 32 teams.
The Dallas Cowboys have agreed to a 4-year extension with cornerback Darren Bland worth $92 million.
This agreement includes $50 million in guaranteed money and a $22 million signing bonus.
The Cowboys officially announced the extension but did not disclose the financial details publicly.
In 2023, Bland set a National Football League record by returning 5 of his 9 interceptions for touchdowns.
Last season he was limited to 7 games due to a stress reaction in his left foot requiring surgery.
Head coach Brian Schottenheimer praised Bland for his exceptional ball skills and instincts.
Schottenheimer compared Bland's ability to read the game to veteran cornerback Stephon Gilmore.
A 5th-round pick in 2022 from Fresno State, Bland led the Cowboys in interceptions as a rookie.
Negotiations with Bland's agent occurred during training camp separate from the Micah Parsons trade.
Bland was set to be a free agent after this season.
He is the second player from the 2022 draft class that the Cowboys extended this offseason.
Tight end Jake Ferguson signed a 4-year $52 million deal in July.
The Minnesota Vikings are hopeful that wide receiver Jalen Nailor will be ready for their Monday night game against the Chicago Bears.
Sources told ESPN that the team is optimistic about Nailor's availability for Week 1.
Nailor injured his left hand during training camp on August 14.
At the time, head coach Kevin O'Connell said the injury was week to week.
Nailor's absence and Jordan Addison's suspension led the Vikings to trade for Adam Thielen.
Thielen is expected to play a significant role, possibly even starting, alongside Justin Jefferson.
If Nailor is available, it would give the Vikings a solid group of veteran receivers.
The other wide receivers on the Vikings roster are rookies Jalen Reagor and Brandon Powell.
The Vikings also lost Rondale Moore for the season due to a left knee injury.
Last season, Nailor had a career-high 28 receptions for 414 yards and 6 touchdowns.
His contract runs through the 2025 season.
He will be an unrestricted free agent after that.
The Carolina Panthers have re-signed wide receiver Hunter Renfrow just days after releasing him.
This is a 1-year deal, filling the roster spot vacated by Jalen Coker.
Coker was placed on injured reserve due to a quad injury sustained in practice.
He is projected to miss the first 4 to 6 games of the season.
Renfrow missed the entire 2024 season after being released by the Las Vegas Raiders.
His release followed a decline in performance in 2023, partly due to a battle with ulcerative colitis.
Renfrow experienced severe fevers and questioned his football future due to the illness.
He felt he had disappointed his teammates and the coaching staff.
The Panthers maintained contact with Renfrow after his initial release.
They hoped he would join the practice squad to fully recover from a hamstring injury.
Coach Dave Canales noted that Renfrow had not returned to his early training camp form.
However, both Canales and general manager Dan Morgan expressed their desire for Renfrow to remain with the organization.
Leroy Jordan, a prominent linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys, has passed away at the age of 84.
The Dallas Cowboys confirmed his passing on Saturday, but did not disclose the date or cause of death.
Jordan was a first-round draft pick by the Cowboys in 1963 after an impressive career at the University of Alabama.
At Alabama, he played under the legendary coach Paul Bear Bryant.
He was a key player in the Doomsday defense that propelled the Cowboys to their first Super Bowl victory in 1971.
The Cowboys defeated the Miami Dolphins 24-3 in that Super Bowl.
Jordan retired in 1976, 1 year before the Cowboys won their second Super Bowl title.
A 5-time Pro Bowler, Jordan was the first player inducted into the Cowboys' Ring of Honor under Jerry Jones' ownership.
He is currently second on the team's all-time tackles list with 1,236.
The Cowboys described Jordan as the embodiment of the Cowboys spirit due to his instincts, leadership, and work ethic.
He was a defensive leader on Alabama's 1961 national championship team and an All-American a year later.
Jordan was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1983.
Micah Parsons was traded to the Green Bay Packers and received a substantial contract extension.
He expressed relief that the situation with the Dallas Cowboys was finally resolved before the season began.
Parsons was eager to return to the field after a period of inactivity due to back tightness.
The Packers secured Parsons by trading 2 first-round picks and Pro Bowl defensive tackle Kenny Clark to the Cowboys.
Green Bay also signed Parsons to a 4-year, $188 million contract extension.
This deal makes him the highest-paid non-quarterback in National Football League history.
Parsons shared that he prioritized returning to the field for both his family and his teammates.
He acknowledged his teammates' reliance on him as a leader and key player.
Parsons is confident that his back will not be an issue moving forward.
He plans to collaborate with the Packers medical staff to manage his recovery.
He intends to play in the Packers' season opener against the Detroit Lions.
Parsons expressed excitement about joining the Packers organization and contributing to the team.
Calvin Ridley is entering his second season with the Tennessee Titans as their number 1 receiver and a team captain.
He reflected on his journey, which included injuries, a mental health break, and a gambling suspension.
Ridley said the suspension allowed him to improve physically and become mentally stronger.
He discussed the gambling incident, explaining that he placed bets on National Football League games through a mobile application.
Ridley stated that he was not aware he was breaking a rule at the time.
Following the suspension, he was traded to the Jacksonville Jaguars and eventually signed with the Titans.
Ridley explained that time away from football helped him learn to manage his emotions.
He emphasized the importance of mental health and shared his strategies for coping with challenges.
Ridley is excited about playing with rookie quarterback Cam Ward.
Ward praised Ridley's skills, calling him one of the top 5 receivers in the National Football League.
Titans coach Brian Callahan commended Ridley's hard work and leadership.
Callahan expressed pride in Ridley's growth and his selection as a team captain.
The New England Patriots have released veteran safety Jabril Peppers.
This move creates a surprising shift in their defensive strategy.
Peppers had a guaranteed $4.32 million United States dollars remaining on his contract for this season.
He was in his 9th National Football League season and his 4th with New England.
The Patriots' top safeties at the end of training camp were Jalen Hawkins and Craig Woodson.
Peppers, Kyle Duggar, and Del Pettis were next on the depth chart.
Peppers, age 29, was favored by former coaches Bill Belichick and Jared Mayo.
They appreciated his physical playing style, especially against the run.
His role in new coach Mike Vrabel's scheme was evolving during training camp.
He started on the first unit but was later surpassed by Hawkins and Woodson.
Peppers started in the preseason finale, a game where secured roster players often rest.
This hinted that his position on the team was not guaranteed.
Miami Dolphins outside linebackers coach Ryan Crow was arrested early Friday morning on a domestic battery charge.
The incident occurred in Broward County, Florida, according to jail records.
Fort Lauderdale Police Department reports indicate Crow was involved in an argument with a cohabitant.
The argument escalated, and Crow allegedly shoved the individual.
While the alleged victim declined to provide a formal statement or claim injuries, two witnesses corroborated the events.
One witness described the victim as appearing terrified by Crow's actions.
Another witness stated Crow ceased his actions upon realizing he was being observed.
Crow then retreated to his apartment.
As of Friday morning, Crow was held without bond in Broward County Jail.
The Miami Dolphins have placed Crow on administrative leave following the arrest.
The Dolphins released a statement acknowledging the seriousness of the situation and their ongoing information gathering.
They also confirmed communication with the National Football League and will refrain from further comment currently.
The Dallas Cowboys might call Micah Parsons' bluff regarding his contract extension demands.
Parsons is holding out for a new deal, but team owner Jerry Jones believes they had an agreement before Parsons' agent got involved.
The New York Giants could lead the league in sacks due to their formidable defensive line.
Rookie Abdul Carter joins Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence II, and Kayvon Thibodeau to create a powerful pass rush.
The Philadelphia Eagles might continue to adjust their defense as they integrate younger players.
Despite significant salary cap investment in their offense, they seek contributions from developing defensive players.
The Washington Commanders may utilize Deebo Samuel in the running back position.
The Commanders' coaching staff sees Samuel as a versatile player who can contribute from the backfield.
Rookie tight end Colston Loveland could be a key component of the Chicago Bears offense.
Loveland is a big, fast, and polished route runner with a strong connection with quarterback Caleb Williams.
Detroit Lions running back Jahmyr Gibbs might be the top-scoring fantasy running back this season.
The Lions believe Gibbs has even more potential with an improved Jameson Williams opening up the field.
Green Bay Packers quarterback Jordan Love could be an MVP finalist if he stays healthy.
The Packers have a young, talented roster, and Love has a deep wide receiver core and a strong offensive line.
Jordan Mason might lead the Minnesota Vikings in rushing yards this season.
While the Vikings value Aaron Jones Sr., Mason brings an explosive element to their run game.
The 2025 fantasy football draft season is heating up, and ESPN Fantasy is here to help you prepare.
This draft guide offers resources for all fantasy players, from casual redraft leagues to intense dynasty formats.
Whether you are a seasoned veteran or a first-timer, we have the tools to help you draft a championship-caliber team.
Our resources include cheat sheets, player projections, and depth charts for offense and defense.
We offer various rankings, including staff consensus, superflex, individual defensive player, dynasty, and individual overall lists.
Expert analysis provides insights into quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end tiers.
Mock drafts for different league types are available, including 10-team, 12-team, PPR, and superflex formats.
Expert advice and analysis offer valuable insights on draft strategy and player evaluations.
Articles cover sleepers, busts, breakouts, and tough draft day decisions.
Specialized guides are provided for streaming defenses, salary cap drafts, individual defensive player leagues, and superflex leagues.
Individual player analyses discuss the fantasy potential of specific players.
Finally, miscellaneous resources cover new app features and fantasy team naming.
Field Yates has concerns about the Houston Texans' run game performance.
However, he is confident in Nico Collins' potential as a top 10 wide receiver in fantasy football against the Los Angeles Rams.
ESPN provides weekly point per reception and individual defensive player fantasy football rankings.
These rankings combine the expertise of 8 point per reception and 3 individual defensive player rankers.
The expert rankers include Matt Bowen, Mike Clay, Tristan H. Cockcroft, Daniel Dopp, Eric Carabell, Liz Loza, Eric Moody, and Field Yates.
Eric Carabell also contributes his Superflex rankings throughout the entire season.
Rankings are released every Tuesday and updated with news and analysis as it emerges.
Point per reception rankings cover quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, kickers, and defense and special teams.
Individual defensive player rankings consist of the top 50 defensive linemen, linebackers, and defensive backs.
These individual defensive player rankings are provided by Mike Clay, Tristan H. Cockcroft, and Eric Moody.
Eric Carabelle's Superflex rankings encompass the top 150 quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends.
This information offers valuable insights for fantasy football enthusiasts preparing for their drafts and weekly matchups.
Derrick Henry needs 1,317 rushing yards to enter the National Football League top 10 all-time leading rushers.
This achievement would move him past 7 Hall of Fame running backs, including Thurman Thomas and Jim Brown.
Henry currently ranks 19th on the all-time rushing list with 11,423 yards.
He is significantly ahead of other active running backs, with Joe Mixon trailing by almost 4,000 yards.
Henry has expressed admiration for LaDainian Tomlinson, a player who inspired him early in his career.
Despite their different physiques, Henry is on track to join Tomlinson in this exclusive club.
Teammates and coaches praise Henry for his exceptional work ethic and intensity.
Justice Hill, a fellow running back, describes Henry as someone destined for the Hall of Fame.
Last season, Henry rushed for 1,921 yards, the 11th most in a single season.
He also set a Ravens record with 16 rushing touchdowns.
Henry is also climbing the all-time rushing touchdown list, currently tied with Jim Brown for 6th place.
He has scored 86 touchdowns inside the 20-yard line, the third most since 2000.
The Dallas Cowboys have found success recruiting from spring football leagues.
In 2022, they signed Kevontae Turpin from the USFL, and in 2023, they added Brandon Aubrey, also from the USFL.
Both players have earned 2 Pro Bowl selections each.
The Cowboys hope Perrion Winfrey, from the rebranded UFL, will be their next spring football success story.
Winfrey expressed gratitude for the second chance provided by the Spring League.
He acknowledges the physical demands of playing in both the UFL and the NFL.
Winfrey is committed to taking care of his body with various recovery methods.
He is thankful for the opportunity the Cowboys have given him.
The Cowboys returned to Texas from training camp in California.
They are adjusting to the significant temperature difference between the two locations.
The Cowboys provide resources like a cooling tent to combat the Texas heat.
Veteran players like Jake Ferguson are accustomed to the Texas heat and emphasize hydration.
DeMarcus Lawrence, formerly of the Cowboys, joined the Seattle Seahawks.
He made headlines for comments about not winning a Super Bowl in Dallas, sparking a social media exchange with Micah Parsons.
The 2025 National Football League season begins soon, featuring many rookie debuts.
Quarterback Cam Ward is Tennessee's Week 1 starter, while Jackson Dart and Tyler Shaw wait in New York and New Orleans.
Rookie running backs Ashton Jeanty, Omarion Hampton, and Tre'Veyon Henderson are expected to perform well.
Defenders Abdul Carter and Jahdae Barron will face veteran stars after highly anticipated preseasons.
Analysts predict offensive and defensive Rookie of the Year contenders.
They also highlight under-the-radar players and top quarterbacks.
Ashton Jeanty is projected to be a key player for the Raiders' rushing attack.
Cam Ward brings promise to the Titans as their starting quarterback.
Travis Hunter is expected to contribute on both offense and defense for Jacksonville.
Omarion Hampton is a strong fit for the Chargers' running game.
Tetairoa McMillan is anticipated to be a reliable target for Panthers quarterback Bryce Young.
Abdul Carter has the potential to make an impact on defense for the Panthers.
The 2025 college football season is starting, offering a glimpse into the 2026 NFL draft prospects.
It is exciting to see matchups like Texas quarterback Arch Manning versus Ohio State safety Caleb Downs.
Although the draft is months away, it is interesting to make early predictions.
One prediction is that 6 quarterbacks will be drafted in the first round.
This has only happened twice since 1967, in 1983 and 2024.
Arch Manning's draft status is uncertain, but even without him, the quarterback class is strong.
Players like Lenoris Sellers, Drew Allar, and Cade Klubnik are potential first-rounders.
Teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers and Los Angeles Rams might be looking for quarterbacks.
The race for the number 1 pick will likely come down to 3 quarterbacks.
Manning, Sellers, and Allar are the top contenders at this point.
Clemson is predicted to have at least 4 first-round picks, a program record.
Defensive tackle Peter Woods and edge rusher T.J. Parker are top prospects for Clemson.
The Dallas Cowboys trading Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers for 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark is a shocking move.
This trade is especially surprising given Parsons' status as a young superstar at a critical position.
Parsons is only the second player in National Football League history to achieve 12 or more sacks in each of his first 4 seasons.
The Packers hope Parsons follows in the footsteps of Reggie White and Charles Woodson, becoming a Hall of Famer after joining Green Bay.
This trade raises questions about the Cowboys' motivations and whether they received adequate compensation.
It is also important to consider if this is a steal for the Packers and how it impacts the National Football Conference landscape.
Jerry Jones' decision to trade Parsons seems driven by a combination of factors, including potential disagreements and roster construction concerns.
The Cowboys may have believed they could not win a Super Bowl with the increasing salaries of Parsons, Dak Prescott, and CeeDee Lamb.
Jones might have also felt the defense underperformed despite Parsons' presence.
The return for Parsons seems underwhelming considering his age, talent, and contract status.
The addition of Kenny Clark addresses the Cowboys' run defense but creates a void at edge rusher.
For the Packers, acquiring Parsons is a gamble with significant resources invested in one player.
Brian Schottenheimer faces a challenging first year as Dallas Cowboys head coach, made even more difficult by the Micah Parsons trade.
The Cowboys traded their star edge rusher, Micah Parsons, to the Green Bay Packers for 2 first-round picks and defensive tackle Kenny Clark.
Despite the trade, there might be a silver lining for Schottenheimer.
Expectations for the Cowboys are currently low, with ESPN predicting a slim chance of playoff success.
If the Cowboys exceed these low expectations, Schottenheimer will receive positive recognition.
Conversely, if the team performs poorly, Schottenheimer may not shoulder all the blame, given the absence of Parsons.
Schottenheimer maintained communication with all parties involved during the Parsons saga.
He acknowledged the business aspect of the situation and his ability to see all perspectives.
Jerry Jones views the trade as part of a larger team reshaping process.
This includes Schottenheimer's hiring and acquiring resources like cap space and draft picks.
Schottenheimer attempted to build a relationship with Parsons despite his absence from the offseason program.
Parsons exhibited inconsistent behavior, sometimes attending team events but not participating in practices.
With 53-man rosters nearly set, the NFL regular season is upon us.
While quarterbacks, coaches, and star players are crucial, other factors influence wins and losses.
These X factors, such as a key sack or a crucial third down conversion, can significantly impact a team's outcome.
For this exercise, we are focusing solely on on-field contributors, excluding quarterbacks, rookies, and coaches.
Each team has multiple X factors, but we will highlight the most impactful one for each team in the 2025 season.
For the Arizona Cardinals, it is Montez Sweat, whose pass rushing ability could elevate their defense.
The Los Angeles Rams need wide receiver Davante Adams to fill the void left by Cooper Kupp.
The San Francisco 49ers are relying on Jawan Jennings to step up in their depleted wide receiver core.
Kenneth Walker III is crucial for the Seattle Seahawks, needing to provide consistent running back production.
The Dallas Cowboys hope George Pickens can be the number 2 receiver they have been lacking.
Adoree Jackson is key for the New York Giants, needing to solidify their cornerback position.
For the Philadelphia Eagles, Otito Ojomo must replace Milton Williams at defensive tackle.
The Washington Commanders need Deebo Samuel to be dynamic in their spread offense.
Braxton Jones, the left tackle for the Chicago Bears, must provide consistent protection.
The Detroit Lions are counting on Jerry Jacobs to lock down opposing wide receivers. A common belief among National Football League fans is that referees are biased against their team.
However, an ESPN statistical analysis of penalties and challenges from 2001 to 2024 debunks this theory.
The analysis found that teams penalized more frequently do not lose more often.
Interestingly, teams committing impactful penalties like defensive holding or pass interference in the fourth quarter or overtime tend to win more.
This might be attributed to more aggressive play in crucial game moments.
Coaches' challenges have decreased by 47% since 2010, with a 2024 success rate of only 38%.
The data reveals no bias against specific teams by officiating crews.
Nick Sirianni and Andy Reid are the most successful coaches at challenges, while Jim Harbaugh and Sean McDermott are the least.
While some teams may be penalized more in a single season, it evens out over multiple seasons.
Turnovers have a greater impact on wins and losses than penalties.
One limitation of the dataset is that it does not include non-calls, which are a frequent source of fan frustration.
The analysis also found no bias or pattern in reversed calls regarding officiating crews.
That's a wrap on this week's NFL Blitz Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more gridiron fire and fearless breakdowns.